Hey everybody, it's Scotty here, and welcome to my personal top 5 favorite Naruto characters. It's no surprise to anyone that Madara would be on this list, but I'm certain many people will wonder why he's only at the number 5 spot. This is simply because of the sheer bias and favoritism of the other characters on the list. I do love Madara as a character, I love tragic characters, and Madara is very guilty of being a tragic character. Growing up in the Warring States period and losing almost everything he had to come to the conclusion to start up the Hidden Village system, his goal was to protect and create peace, not just for his clan, but for the entire shinobi world. And if I'm honest, I saw the Infinite Tsukiyomi as a very honorable cause. Well, his idea of what it would do, well, because we figured out Kaguya had other plans in mind. I've thought Madara's idea of it was a very honorable goal to work towards. If anyone wants to check out the description, I'm gonna link ending 33. It showcases the fact that Madara could have been a very good protagonist. It's a very unique style on the whole villain aspect of Madara. I think honestly another reason I love Madara is just how many awesome techniques he brought to light in the series. He showed his ability to break like literally the laws of reality and physics, which is really amusing to me anyway. I find it hilarious. Like the time in Obito's Kamui dimension when Madara literally rips out Kakashi's eye and just like uses it to warp there. Like that's not how that should work, but you know, Madara does what he wants apparently, you know? Kakashi is a favorite for many fans in Naruto, and I'm no different. Ever since his debut in part 1, I've always had some strange admiration for the factor of just cool he's brought to the show. Being our first real intro to an elite Jonin, and the first intro to the Sharingan, having the nickname the Copy Ninja Kakashi of 1,000 Jutsu really showed us what the Sharingan was capable of, especially with how much he flaunted it in his first fight with Zabuza. A following theme you'll recognize in this list is how every character I've chosen has somewhat of a tragic backstory, but the one different thing about Kakashi is to most tragic characters is he changed for the better. Through Kakashi's massive experience and loss, he's learned to open up his heart to others, which ended with him being the best possible leader Team 7 could have. Now, you don't watch Naruto if you don't like Naruto himself. That's just plain and simple, sure. He's played off as dumb and even downright annoying sometimes, but once you get into it, Naruto is in fact a very intelligent and quick-thinking character when it counts. He's pure-hearted, and it was nothing short of an experience to go through his journey of childhood and adolescence, all the way to adulthood where he accomplished the goal of becoming Hokage. His backstory was also very heartbreaking, but I always found it amazing that his natural talent just for making friends and talking to people overshadowed the prejudice that everyone in the village had against him. Now, with this next entry, I guess you could also share the spot with Nagato Uzumaki, but in my opinion, the original 6 Paths of Pain were truly an awesome force added to the series. At such a crucial time with Team Saka catching up to Itachi, Kishimoto really outdid himself by introducing Pain. His intro was extremely well done, just some mysterious, powerful guy who was the supposed leader of the infamous terrorist group Akatsuki was using the Hidden Rain, an extremely dull and dreary village, as his headquarters. The build-up of Jiraiya meeting Pain and recognizing the Diva Path as Yaiko, Konan as well, herself, only for the Diva Path to claim he's evolved beyond human and saying he's now only what can be called a god. It was simply just the most amazing intro to any character we've had in Naruto besides, well, Madara, but in my opinion I still prefer Pain's intro. The introduction of the Rinnegan to the series was amazing here. Kishimoto split it into 6 different unique abilities. Each Pain could use only one ability, which made it somewhat easy to understand, but also really fucking cool to look at. The 6 Paths of Pain was an awesome way of utilizing the Rinnegan's power. Pain's philosophy is possibly the largest part of why I like him. He was the first villain we got to witness who wasn't really evil for the sake of his own gain or just evil for the sake of it. He saw hurting people as necessary to obtaining peace, so did what he thought was necessary. I know I'll never forget the speech Pain gave to Naruto about justice and world peace. What drove Pain to this ideology though, the backstory he has? That's also an unforgettable tragic series of events. Seeing Nagato and his friends steal food to survive and travel through the Hidden Rain Village, only to grow one of the most powerful organizations just from their lessons with Jiraiya, was really inspirational in a way. But just as things were getting really good for them, the village leader Hanzo worked to conspire against them, and Nagato had his dream ripped right away from him. When Nagato effectively killed Yahiko with his own hands, he just lost it, and he lost his dream to support Yahiko completely. I think this is where his philosophy to obtaining world peace was born, along with obviously the manipulation from Obito. In my opinion, Pain was the best Naruto character that was an all-around villain. He was enough mysterious, powerful, wise, and just overall cool to be able to meet that role. As for me, a lover of tragic characters, Obito just takes the cake. Being forced to quote-unquote die in front of the girl he loved and the friend he looked up to the most, then being kept underground, being reconstructed literally by a Madara who would not stop preaching about his philosophy to obtaining world peace. It got worse and worse. As Obito regained mobility in his legs with the help of having a white Zetsu, he escaped Madara's lair, and he also apologized to him, and he said, "I'm sorry for not living up to your expectations, but that's not me, it's not who I am." He went to go assist Kakashi and Rin, and arriving at the scene he saw his best friend and biggest inspiration Kakashi stabbing the woman he loved the most, Rin, through the heart with a Chidori. This caused Obito to awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan and immediately utilize it to kill multiple squads of Hidden Mist Ambu, mind you as a child who was only recently able to start moving around again. This had impacted him enough not only to change the world for himself, but for everyone else living in it. Obito didn't want anyone to suffer the way he had and wanted to change everything. This led him to acting as a child soldier and spent years training and fighting. He heartlessly started destroying a village that was full of people he cared about, and in my opinion, that is one of the hardest things anyone in the show could have done. Obviously, Obito didn't make it to the #1 spot just by being tragic, but the way he progressed through the show by having memories of his past self relate to Naruto and the vision of what could have been relating to Sasuke, breaking him down just bit by bit. I thought this was like a really cool parallel to both Naruto and Sasuke, and it was great to see a villain who was very alike to the protagonist and his rival. Another thing just to quickly note about Obito is I thought his abilities and just the way he plot twisted everyone with the way he used the name Madara was hilarious and awesome at the same time. That plot twist got almost everyone. Not many people saw it coming at all. So yeah, this has been my top 5 Naruto characters video. Leave some suggestions down in the comments if you want me to make a video on anything else. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.